Can I survive a very expensive wedding or expensive wedding location, expensive photographer? No, just kidding. With this just very cheap flash.
You've been an absolute legend.
Yeah, same to you, man.
Absolute legend.
Because I'm about to shoot this whole wedding day with this, well, it's a pro flash, a cheap pro flash. But there's one problem. I rarely use a flash. Well, I do flash, but that's more for my wife. And this is a wedding I can't mess up. Your face was like, damn. It's like this, you know, like, ah. And did I mention I'm also the hybrid photographer, so I'm also going to shoot film. So that means I have this camera as my test camera, and also I have my hybrid camera where I shoot hybrid with. I don't see a flash as something that just makes light. I see it as a creative weapon. If I only use it to brighten the scene, I could crank up the ISO to make more light or do other things to make more light in my camera. Every tool in photography you can do more than one thing. When I bring out the flash, I want my photos to look different than when I shoot photos with the flash. So what do? I open up my shutter speed, make more movement when I'm shooting, so every time I shoot I give a little twitch in my arms to create some drag in the photo. That's why you see me waving my camera around like a mixed cocktail. Somehow when I shoot flash I always twitch because I like the energy of some movement of light in the photo. And that's what you see with a lot of my examples. There's almost always motion in the photo. Super. Nice. So this is the Neewer Z2PRO-C. C stands for Canon because I use Canon. And Neewer was so kind to send it to me. But I was very Dutch to Neewer. Meaning I was very direct to them and I said, if I'm going to use the flash and I don't like it, I'm going to say it to everyone. So be careful. Well, maybe not exactly in those words, but I said to them, I want to be real. I'm going to test it out, and if I don't like it, I don't like it. Because I don't want to give people a flash of hope. I really like that joke. I'm not going to make you wait until the end of the video like some kind of clickbait clown. Is this flash any good? Yeah, it actually is. And I didn't expect to say that. But first, the stuff I absolutely don't like it because honesty is free, and so is complaining. I went in expecting to hate this thing. I've been using ProPhoto for many years. And now I'm testing a €250 Neewer. That's like trading in a Tesla for an electrical scooter or something. I was ready to roast it. But honestly, I had to look for the things I hate. The first one, accessories. ProPhoto gives you more than enough toys to feel like a spoiled toddler. This Neewer is just a flash in the back, no diffuser, no nothing. You have to buy that yourself, but with a price difference of an electrical scooter, that shouldn't be a problem. Next is the setup. ProPhoto is quite idiot-proof. You just turn it on, it feels like the flash reads your mind, you're ready to go. Hello, sorry? Where are you guys from?
Oh, we're from Canada.
Oh, Canada?
Yeah, Ontario.
Did you know that this was a house from Freddie Heineken? You know the beer brand, Heineken?
No?
Heineken, yeah, Heineken, the beer brand.
Yeah?
Well, the original Freddie, the original maker of the beer, it was his house.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was a very rich man. The Neewer is more like a old school flash, which is great once you figure it out. But the first time I used it, I felt like a dad using a TikTok account or something. But after some time messing around, I got the hang of it. The menu and the buttons are complex, and if you don't read the manual like I did, it takes some time to get used to. But now I got used to the menu and know where everything is and did some YouTube research to find out how everything works. It works just fine. But now the good stuff. Battery life. It's like a nuclear fusion reactor or something what's in it. I shot an entire wedding day, photo and some video, and didn't even have to change the battery once. It's fast too. You can shoot up to 1/8000th of a second, which means impressive. But let's be honest, I'll probably never use it. But still, it's nice to know it can. It has a built-in wireless system so you can go really crazy. If you want me to test it out, I can make a video about it, let me know in the comments. So why am I doing this? Well, I have a ProPhoto flash, but it's time to replace it. After several years I replaced my stuff because photography is all about buying expensive stuff that ends up being a backup thing because you stick to something very simple. But I want it to be different. And more important, how am I going to do this? Well, a ProPhoto flash, if you don't know ProPhoto, is considered one of the best brands if it's about mobile flashes, like for Speedlights. And they are they're awesome. They're fast, they're reliable, they have a battery life that lasts 1,000,000 years, but they're also very expensive. Like €1,100 is nothing for a ProPhoto flash. In my case, I don't flash a lot, so it will be like some party photos or something, but not a lot. So that's a very expensive product. But then I had a flash of genius. What if I'm going to use the most cheapest pro flash I can find? There are tons of ways of doing a flash. I even created a 3-part flash course. It's free on YouTube to explain how to use a flash in all kinds of situations, like during the day or create an effect with it, because even though I didn't use a flash that much, I still know how to work with a flash. But I could also make a separate video with this flash to show you how I made the photos of this wedding. So let me know in the comments if you want to see more in detail how I create photos with shutter drag during the day on a wedding day, for instance. So here are some in-depth technical details about this flash. Of course not, I'm not Jared Undone. If you want to know real in-depth stuff, go to him, check it out. I'm a photographer, I'm a user. I'm someone that uses something and just has to work. It has to have a battery life of 1,000,000 years. It has to have the flash power of the sun, because I don't know how many gigawatts a flash should have. I just wanted to work when I needed to work. And I especially needed to resist children's heads when I bouncing into their heads in the wedding day. That's a joke, of course. I have a son, so I love children. Looks like a blind man shot a photo.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to watch me. This way, yeah. And now towards me, yeah. Like this, yeah. Sorry. Closer, 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 closer. Stop. Now close. I see your face. In this wedding day, the flash was very visible and the couple loved it. They told me how much they liked the dynamic and the different look of the photos. Of course, I didn't go full mad scientist. They got plenty of photos in the style I normally shoot, but I also experimented and I gave them extra photos. I never experiment at the expenses of a couple, because that's sacred. I've got to deliver what I need to deliver. And no, I didn't use the flash during the ceremony, because I hate using a flash during a ceremony. It just distracts them. They know they booked me as a photographer that doesn't do that, so if I would flash, it would be very irritating for them and the guests. I don't want to irritate people. But everywhere else, it was a flash party. I don't mean flash party with lifting my shirt up, but with an actual flash flashing to the party. Because I shoot hybrid, I had a flash on one camera and a mic on my Canon R5 Mark II to shoot the video and the photo of my normal way of shooting. And I had 2 stationary cameras of filming during the ceremony. I used 2 microphones during the day, so I had more gear on me than a Boy Scout. Before we end this video, I want to talk about this flash, this Speedlite, because that's what's officially called. When I said earlier in the video that Neewer sponsored this Speedlite, they gave it to me, I was in fact very cautious of trying it out and thinking it's great, because honestly I was like, probably this product sucks because it's from China and they copy stuff. Well, you know, the thing they always say about Chinese products. But I think we're at a point that it's not true anymore, because a lot of products from China nowadays are really good, and this Neewer is just a very good example of it. It's just, when I say 250 euros, probably around the same in dollars. It's so much cheaper than a Pro Photo, which is basically the standard of Speedlights. And it just feels solid, you know, it's a little more plasticky than a Pro Photo, but it feels way more sturdy when I use it. Yeah, the menu is less good as a Pro Photo, but who cares? When you use it and you know how it works, it doesn't matter. It is really fast, the battery is great. So why would you spend so much money on a Pro Photo if you, like me, I don't use a flash that much. This is a very good product, and I think the Chinese market is really changing. Like like Neewer is really trying to make better and better stuff, and they started, I think, somewhere in 2011 to 2012, so quite a young company, but still they are developing great stuff. And I think there's a great example of what the Chinese people can do, and maybe I'm not trying to put everything in every person in the same jar or something, but they prove that there are enough companies out there that really want to improve the product and make a better product. I really applaud Neewer for this product. I don't know if every product is this great, but this flash is definitely very interesting, and I'm going to use it. And I expected to try it on my video, and that was it, and never try it again. But I'm definitely going to use this one, and my Pro Photo will be the backup flash. And I didn't expect to say that. They offered me a code, like a discount code and stuff. It's in my description. And really, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't say to you, you should buy it, and you still don't have to buy it. But if you want a very good flash that is as a great value, this is absolutely your thing. And for a couple of euros extra, you can buy like a transmitter, so you can use it wirelessly, and that is just awesome. And the sound over there are goats. My wife has hobbies and it's called goats, and they're just annoying because they make a lot of noise. They're looking for a husband. About this, there's a scooter coming by. I wanted to make one taker, but I guess we have to cut or we just go on. So to end with this, yes, absolutely a great flash. And if you're looking for a flash or starting out, I think this is a great investment to just use it. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, well, I guess you have to give thumbs down or just say nothing. That's the bad thing.